Africa, the dark continent. Sinister, mysterious, foreboding. And yet there are those who dare to take lightly its forces and dangers. Our story opens on the banks of the great gray, green, greasy Zambezi River, where a travel agency called Africa Marine World USA Incorporated is offering snapshot safaris to overbred American vacationers. There's Toy Ming, the Chinese fast food empress. She tortures men's minds in her intricate web of fried noodles. Larry Parks, big game hunter turned coward after being badly mauled by the great white bullhead gopher. His tormented mind has finally snapped. He thinks he's vacationing in Akron, Ohio. Goldie DeRochemont, tote bag heiress. Widowed twice under suspicious circumstances, she is eluding authorities by posing as the porter on this journey. Biff Bronco, Hugh Hefner's illegitimate cousin-in-law. Suave, debonair, loquacious, and kumquat, no one suspected that beneath that shallow exterior lurked a shallow interior. And finally, Shannon, the guide for this jungle tour. Once the keenest scout in the territory, he lost both eyes in 3 separate hunting accidents. He now sees with the transplanted eyeballs of a tiger. And so our cozy group of travelers make their final preparations for what they think will be an amusing little adventure into the harmless jungle depths. And although the stops on this tour have been neatly planned, perhaps our 5 travelers should have read the fine print at the bottom of the travel brochure. For there it explains that we will soon be entering an unexpected region. And if you'll just glance down, you'll notice that the welcome mat is out into the Nite-Lite Zone. Our journey begins with a boat ride up the great gray, green, greasy Zambezi River. Amid the buzz of giant mosquitoes, Larry Parks comments that Akron is always this humid in the summer. Soon, the riverbanks are teeming with wildlife. It becomes apparent that the fragile boat is heading deeper into a wilderness that few Americans could imagine. Untamed, uncivilized, un-Coca-Cola'd. No man's axe has gnawed the trees. No man's shovel has lifted the soil. And the serenity is intense. Suddenly, the scout shouts a warning.
Watch out! Giant piranha!
A giant piranha is hunting dangerously close to the boat. Luckily, the boat was undamaged, and it continued upriver to the port of Rajitsi, where our wayfarers checked into the local luxury hotel, the Hyatt Rajitsi. Night fell swiftly. The jungle lullaby brought sleep. It was ironic that the night brought sleep, but the sunrise brought rest. After a quick breakfast, the scout gave a lesson in mosquito protection in preparation for the day's journey by caravan. From the safety of the elephant's saddle, the travelers glimpsed some jungle dangers. A sleeping rhinoceros. A gorilla cub and its protective mother. That afternoon, the travelers arrived at the small native village of Cacaguano, where they were greeted by a primitive lifestyle, curious savages, and a group of tribal musicians. Here we see Larry Parks mingling with the commuters of Akron, Ohio. While Toy Ming sampled some jungle foods, others admired some native dishes. Larry was caught peeping into the ladies' bathroom, but all he could see was Goldie de Rochemont peeping into the men's room. Our travelers were fortunate to be invited to a unique native ceremony, the Dance of the Giant Piranhas. The sight of the huge, ferocious creatures made our travelers wince with their first feelings of fear.
Good job! Encore! Encore!
When the ceremony was over, our travelers asked a village girl directions to the next town. Then they headed on foot into the increasingly dense jungle. It was almost as if the bushes and vines were growing around them as they walked. Wandering from the trail, Shannon the scout knew he was in trouble. The scout was trapped in a pool of macrobiotic quicksand. Without Shannon, the others would be lost. He knew he must survive, but the quicksand pulled him down, 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 until he saw his life flashing before his eyes. The vultures waited for the end. But what's this? Our intrepid scout is still alive! So, if you're thinking of visiting Akron, Ohio this summer, you might ask your travel agent about the specially priced tours with Marine World Africa USA Incorporated.